Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha. This is the Budget Mum UK and today's video a little bit different. We are looking at how you can save almost £900 immediately over the coming year for your gas and electricity prices. The prices of energy right now are soaring and it's just getting quite scary actually. So I just thought I would throw in here 11 ideas that you could have a go at looking to save yourself some money and hopefully try and see those bills coming down for you. Check this out. Hey guys, if you are new here, my name's Samantha. This channel is all to do with budgeting, finance, saving and trying to live a decent lifestyle without having to spend too much money. So if you think that's something that you are interested in and you're looking for hot tips for saving cash, then I would absolutely love it if you would click on the subscribe button and the little notification bell and join us on this journey. This community is fantastic. Everyone is super helpful and amazing and really wants us all to do well. It's full of top tips for you and it's the place to be right now with rising costs going on, not just in this country, but throughout the whole world. So wherever you are very, very welcome. And if you're already subscribed, then of course you will already know how much I love you. So thanks for joining us. If you have not seen the news, if you have not received an energy bill or an update, then where have you been in the last month? Everything is going pretty crazy. Thanks to the pandemic and ongoing wars and everything else that's happening in the world right now, we are seeing our energy bills soaring higher than they ever have been in many, many years. Fortunately, I have got some great ideas to help you on the way. So there's 11 top tips today and overall you could save up to £890 right now. Some of them might be ones for you, some of them that you can do, and others might not. So you can pick and choose and some will help you. So I've got a few videos like this planned. This one is just sort of a general overview of what you can do immediately to sort of have an immediate effect. And if you think it's something that you would like to see more of, then just let me know in the comment section below. Okay, let's jump right into this. Number one, you can save yourself £30 immediately by doing this really, really simple top tip, which is turning off everything that is currently on standby. Okay, so it might be a really, really obvious one, but sometimes you need a little bit of a reminder to go ahead and go and do that. Go and do it right now. Go and do it. Okay, your TV's on standby. I bet you've got more than one TV in your house. Most families have right now, or even just a single household have. You might have one in the bedroom and you might want to have one in the living room, maybe even one in the kitchen. And if you've got children, I bet there's some in there as well. And do they really need that TV on standby if they're in school? Probably not. And no doubt you'll have a couple of game console systems plugged into that as well, possibly also on standby. So right now you have my full permission to pause this video and go ahead and go around the house and turn all those items off that are on standby right now. Top tip number two. Now this one, you might need a little bit of gadget efficiency to be able to understand how to do this one. But there is something now called a smart thermostat. So basically, you might have seen adverts for these, things like Hive, that's really a quite popular one, but there are lots of other ones as well where you can control the temperature from your phone, from your gadgets as well. But also it becomes really, really smart with your home. It becomes familiar with you and your routine. It knows when a room is empty and when it needs heating up. You can control it from home, so you can turn the heating on or off from home. So if you've gone out for work for the day or you've gone out for the day and realise you've left the heating on, then you can turn it off straight away on your phone without having to panic. Once you've got a smart thermostat installed, you can look to save around £75 a year. Top tip number three. Speaking of thermostats, have you tried turning down yours just even by 1 degree? Okay, so it might be an oldie one, but this one, again, another one that we can all do with a little bit of reminding. It's supposed to be around 19 degrees is the most comfortable temperature, but if you can actually tolerate an 18 degree thermostat level, maybe pop a cardigan on instead, you can look to save yourself £80 a year. £80 by turning down just 1 degree. And if you can manage 2 degrees, just think of the impact that this could have on your yearly bills. Over half of the money that is spent on energy goes on heating and hot water. So just by reducing that by 1 degree can make such a massive impact as well. Top tip number four. Okay, I've got some notes that I've just jotted down here because there's quite a few of these that can really sort of add up. But basically what we're looking at doing is making sure you've got the most energy efficient appliances running that you can afford. Okay, so it might not be within everyone's budget right now to upgrade to a new, more energy efficient appliance. But if it is that time for you to do upgrading, that it's worth spending a little bit more now in the short term and being able to reap those benefits later on. Appliances now have an energy efficiency rating. The difference that this can make over its lifetime of the appliance, for an A triple push washer over 11 years, you can save around £65. So that works out at around £6 for the year. If you have a triple plus dishwasher, you're looking at saving around £7 a year as well. And what about a fridge freezer? Well, that would save you around £320 in that fridge freezer's lifetime, which might be around 10 to 12 years, which gives you a saving of around £30 to £32 over the year. So again, nothing to be sniffed at, but some really, really useful tips. So whilst it might not be in everyone's budget right now to upgrade, if you are considering doing so, then definitely seek to sort out those more energy efficient appliances and they will save you in the long run. Top tip number 5. Now I did this one before I moved home, and I did it because the house itself needed an upgraded boiler system, but also because at the time I was receiving certain benefits, which meant that I was able to get a £3,000 boiler for around £300. I know, right? So basically, if you are receiving certain benefits or you've got a certain low threshold income, it is worth finding out whether you are entitled to a new boiler at a significantly reduced rate. It's run by the government and it's part of the scheme that's taken on by a lot of major companies, including E.ON, Npower, British Gas as well. Just go on the website, check it out, do a bit of research, or if you're receiving certain tax credits, then you will be able to find that out from them directly as well. Now basically, if you can upgrade your boiler, you can look to save yourself around about £300. So say for example, you are living in a detached house and you currently have a G-rated boiler, £300 is how much you can expect to save. Of course, this varies depending on the size of your house, how much you use it and so on, but still that is nothing to be sniffed at either. So a more energy efficient boiler can help save you hundreds of pounds every single year. Okay, top tip number 6. Now, as a mum to 2 children, I have a 14-year-old and a 2-year-old, very nearly 2-year-old. There must be at least another 20 people living in this house that I have not yet met, because I get piles and piles of washing to do so often throughout the week. So of course, my washing machine is always on. This one is for you if you are in a very similar position. So of course, depending on how much washing you actually do, the amount that you can save per year will vary. But if you're someone like me who feels like the washing machine is never off, then you can save around £5 a year just by turning down your washing machine temperature from 40 degrees to 30 degrees. Okay, it's only £5, but I'd rather have that £5 in my pocket than just frittering away on washing. Top tip number 7 is being smarter around water. That means that there are several ways that you can reduce your water consumption, which will help save energy, because of course most water wants to be heated, which in turn means that your energy bills are going to go up. Now this first one that I'm going to tell you about is one that I already do. There are several appliances that you expect to find in a standard kitchen that I do not have. And I don't have them for several reasons. 1, because I'm quite fussy about things looking cluttered, but 2, because I also feel like they're a bit of an energy zapper as well. So while I sometimes get looked at quite strangely when I tell people some of these things that I don't have, actually I'm saving myself quite a bit of money. I don't have a dishwasher. I wash up everything in the sink using a bowl. Okay, so just by upgrading to a simple sink bowl, you can save yourself quite a bit of money every single year. So by doing your washing up in a washing up bowl rather than running the tap, you can save yourself around about £17 a year, and even more than if you are using a dishwasher as well. So that's just the starting point. And what about taking a shower? There are now energy efficient shower heads. So you can get a more energy efficient shower head, which means that you're going to be using less water and therefore less heating. And on top of that, why not throw yourself in there a shower timer? So by reducing the time that you take a shower per person by 1 minute, you're going to save yourself around about £7 a year. So if there's 4 of you living in a house and you all reduce your shower time by 1 minute a day, That's a saving of £28 a year. That's not to say do not be going without a shower. Nobody needs that. Maybe you could share showers. Save even more. Okay, top tip number 8. I'm sure you all know by now that double glazing is fantastic for helping you save money. £110 in fact is how much you could save by having A+ graded double glazing installed into your property. Okay, so you're probably thinking, right, I'm going to save £110, but it's going to cost me several £1,000s to get those put in. Alright, so I did say not all these tips were for everybody right now, but if you are looking to upgrade your double glazing, then that would be the way to go with that. If you are not in a position to upgrade your double glazing, you can get a double glazing trimmer. So some of the sealants that you can buy are quite handy to do. They're almost like a tape, and I've used those in the past where I've not been able to afford to upgrade my double glazing. So you can run a sealant around the ridges of your windows, and again, they'll help to keep energy in by saving heating and from stopping drafts from coming in as well. And right alongside this is top tip number 9, which is draft excluders. I love my draft excluders. I've still got my Christmas gonks on my draft excluders, and you'll be amazed at the difference that it can make. As well as you can just feel the difference yourself, you would be saving yourself around about £35 a year by having a draft excluder on your door. Of course, this depends on the size of your house and how many draft excluders you may or may not need. So why not indulge in a cute little decoration and get one of those. Top tip number 10 is to get yourself some roof insulation. You can look to save around about £135 by having your roof insulated. This is another one of those that there are government grants to be able to get. Now you have to be living in certain areas and of course earning a certain threshold of money, but it's worth checking out whether you can get this done for free or at least a very reduced rate. And if you're not in that position, then it's not too much of a push to be able to go and get yourself some installation. You can do this yourself nowadays. You really don't need professionals to be able to do this, to line your roof, to stop the heat escaping and from stopping those drafts from getting in as well. And my final top tip, number 11, is getting a smart meter. I'm very a visual person. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm into all things affirmations and keeping things at the forefront of your mind to remind you of positive thoughts and things like that. The same thing goes for a smart meter. So if you are literally watching your pennies being spent as you turn on the lights, as you turn on the kettle, as you put the oven on, then you will know that you are more likely to not do those things frivolously or just randomly. By having a smart meter, you might not have a specific number in mind, but I think it would make you more mindful of the money that you are spending as and when as well. So by having that visual number right there, and you can get those from most energy companies as well. Just do a quick Google online, ask your current energy supplier, or you can find them elsewhere as well. You don't have to go with the energy supplier. But they're so much handier, they're so much more available nowadays than they were when they first came out, and they really don't cost a lot. In fact, a lot of them give them away for free as well because they want you to be able to save money too. Right, that's it from me today. So I really hope you find some of these ideas useful, and if you like what you've seen or heard, then give me a comment below and I will be releasing some more of these similar types of videos to help you, and hopefully we can start to save a little bit of money together. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.